we're looking at converting a fraction into a percentage. So the first example we did was 2 out of 5. And one way to do this is to find an equivalent fraction, which is what you did, out of 100. Why did you make it out of 100?
Because a percent is basically a fraction of 100.
Yeah, percent is always out of 100, okay? And that's good that you knew that. So you have to, so what did you do here? Why don't you tell me? You knew just from mental math that 5 times 20 is equal to 100, right? You could have worked backwards and figured out, okay, well, how many times does 5 go into 100? So what, in other words, working backwards, what's 100 divided by 5?
20.
20, good. So once you figured that out, you know that whatever you do to the denominator, you have to do to the numerator. So you multiplied the numerator by 20 as well. And 2 times 20 is 40. So because percent's out of 100, we know that 40 out of 100 would be 40%. Now this works well when you have numbers that are divisible by 100, right? So what happens when you have a number that's not divisible by 100? So I'm going to show you. So for example, if I want to know the percentage of 2 out of 3, well, I know that 3 is not, or yeah, sorry, 100's not divisible by 3. I'm going to get a decimal, right? So in order to, another way that you can do this is looking at this as a fraction. 2 out of 3 also means 2 divided by 3, right? Okay. 2 divided by 3 is equal to 0.6 repeating, okay? So on your calculator, it will round it off at the end because it only shows a certain number of digits, but it's 0.666, it keeps repeating, right? So let's round this off to 2 decimal places. 0.6, now it's 0.6 repeating, which is 0.6, and it keeps going and going and going. If I want to round it off to 2 decimal places, so 1, 2, this is the number we're rounding. We look next door, and is the number next to it a 5 or greater?
Yeah.
So what are we going to do? Are we going to round up or down?
Up.
Good. So we're going to round this off to 0.67. Because I've rounded it, I'm not saying that it's equal to that. I'm saying it's approximately equal to, right? Do you know the symbol for approximately equal to when you round an answer? If I put this little dot here, this symbol means approximately equal to. That tells me that I've rounded my answer. So right now we have our answer as a decimal. Okay, so I know that 2 over 3 is approximately equal to 0.67. Okay, but I want to know, what is this as a percent? Well, earlier we said that percent is out of 100. So what are we going to do with this answer to find out what it is as a percentage? Okay, because it's percent's out of 100, well, I'm going to multiply this by 100, or when you're working with decimals, you can just move the decimal 1, 2 places to the right. Have you learned that? Yeah? And what do we get? What's 0.67 as a whole number?
67.
67%. Okay, so 2 out of 3 is equal to 67%. Next one, 18 out of 25. I want to know what this is as a percentage. So let's do a decimal first, and then you can tell me what it is as a percent. And you can use the calculator if you want.
0.72.
Good. So 18 out of 25 is equal to 0.72. And you can even do it in your head now. What is that as a percent?
72%.
Good. 72%. Excellent.
Made with Doodlecast Pro.